Well, another way that you can honor Betty White's birthday is with a comic book.
Yeah, how about this? A Portland-based publisher, Tidal Wave Comics, has added White's life story to its tribute comic book biography series. It's available now. Joining us live with more is publisher and creator of the series, Darren Davis. Good morning.
Good morning to you guys. How you guys doing?
Great.
Very good. I mean, what a cool way to celebrate Betty White's 100th birthday with a new comic book in her honor. Tell us about it.
We are excited. I actually worked with Betty White on a comic book about 10 years ago. It was called Female Force Betty White. And we actually worked with her and the Greater Los Angeles Zoo because that was like one of her biggest nonprofits that she worked for. And so the comic book really talked about her love for animals and that type of stuff and the nonprofit work she does. And so with this new celebration of the 100th year, we were looking to do it as a celebration comic book, but then when she passed, we had to like change it into a tribute book, which was kind of sad for us. But it does have to say something about a performer that is at 99 and she leaves like the world wanting more at 100. So
Yeah.
she was so amazing and love. Yeah, we did this female, as I said, this tribute comic book to her. The tribute comic book series, we focused on people like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Carrie Fisher, David Bowie, people that made a difference in the world, and we want to showcase their stories in a different demographic, which is a comic book.
Yeah.
That's really, really neat. I want to dive into, it's very cool that you had a chance to actually work with her 10 years ago. What was that experience like working with the legend that is Betty White?
It was neat because I grew up in Los Angeles, so and I was a page at NBC during, a little later after that. So I've always had a fascination with Golden Girls. I've always had a fascination with anything NBC at that point, and love CBS too. But
no offense taken. Don't worry.
That's okay.
CW.
You're on CW right now. It's fine. You
Yeah,
can
no, I just said at CW. So, but yeah, I working with her was kind of neat because we got to get some information that not normally people would get. We didn't have to just throw balls at things and see if stuff's fit. She actually helped edit the book. Her people did too. And then, as I said, it was really neat because at the time we put information about the zoo and Betty White's life with the zoo. So there's 3 extra pages in it for that. So it was fun because growing up also in Southern California, she had a show called The Pet Set. And that show was about celebrities and their animals. And so I've always been fascinated with her because I'm an animal fan too.
Yeah, as so many of us are here in the Pacific Northwest for sure. I mean, I think, so many people know her work in Golden Girls. That's, I think, really just what most people maybe know her from or learned of her from. But it's really cool to see in these stories these other sides to her, her work as an advocate for animals and areas of her personal life. How do you go about creating these tribute stories and really trying to kind of showcase that whole person?
It's really kind of difficult because you are in a traditional comic books are usually about 22 pages. This one, we actually went a little bit bigger. And so this is a 30-page comic book, but it really is sort of a hard thing to do to put somebody's life, especially somebody that was going to turn 100 into, 30 pages. And we wanted to focus on some of the bigger things in her life, like her love with her husband. And we wanted to talk about how they met and from Password. And we wanted to really showcase, of course, the Golden Girls and the Mary Tyler Moore Show, but even her first TV show, Life with Elizabeth, which won an Emmy Award.
Yeah.
So we've always wanted to, I just wanted to make sure that this was told with grace, but also fun, because it is a comic book at the end of the day too.
And she was one fun lady.
I was about to say, and she does not make anybody sad. When you think about Betty White, all of her movies, her shows, they bring joy and laughter. Real quick, Darren, before we let you go, where can people buy this comic book?
You can get them wherever books are sold. You can order them through them, but the best place is Amazon because you can get it free shipping on Prime. So
there you go.
There you
go. Darren Davis, publisher with Tidal Wave Comics in Portland. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate the time. It's such a cool way to tribute an icon.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and the comic is available as a softback and hardcover book. As Darren mentioned, we'll have links for how you can find it on the AM Extra section of KOIN.com.